Welcome back to Prosperity Pep Talks. Each day-ish, I am sharing a short transmission on sacred leadership and activating your work as a sanctuary for your soul's calling so that your offerings can become a force for healing, magic, love, and liberation. My name is Melanie Monaco. I'm an initiated priestess. I come from a lineage of spiritual leaders and female entrepreneurs, and I've built my business as my devotional offering. I guide sacred healers to weave their medicine and modalities into sovereign wealth building movements. I'm so excited that you're here. Let's begin. So I was actually late last night as I couldn't sleep. I was thinking about what I was going to talk about today. I did fall asleep actually pretty quickly, but this was kind of echoing in my brain. I wanted to talk about all of the different elements that make up your offerings, your actual like business offering, your soul offering to the world. And I'm actually going to do a diagram. I was like envisioning this diagram in my mind. So I have a pen here. Let's say that, let's do a circle. This circle is your offering. And I mean offering like what you are giving to the world, right? That's your offering. And there's all of these different elements that go into this. A lot of people, and this is where people get tripped up, they think that their modality is the offering, right? So that's all it is, that your modality is the only thing that makes up your offering. But there's actually a lot of other things here. So there is your soul's wisdom. And this is what you are bringing into your body from your connection to source, right? Your soul. A lot of us have different understandings and relationships about what soul means, but this is like your unique energetic imprint that is existing in this lifetime. Your soul wisdom can also be comprised of past lives if you believe in them, okay? We also have lived experience, right? This is what you've experienced in this lifetime, lived experience wisdom. And this one's really important because your unique lived experience, where you come from, your hardships and challenges, everything that you've overcome goes into this and feeds into what you offer the world, especially what you've alchemized, right? Okay, so we have your modality, your soul's wisdom, your lived experience wisdom, all feeding into your offerings. And the other thing that feeds into your offerings here is what you have gathered from mentors, like I would say lineage, right? Which is very close to modality, but it's what you've gathered from mentors and teachers. So everything that makes up your offering to the world in terms of your sacred work, we have your modality. Are you coaching? Are you doing energy work, holding ceremony? You may do a whole combination of things. Most of us do. That's modality. You have your soul's wisdom, your unique energetic imprint that connects you to source, right? Your lived experience, everything you've gone through, alchemized and overcome and learned in your lifetime goes into your offering. And then your lineage. So everything you've learned from teachers, mentors, this could be books, it could be things that you've learned here on social media, and what's been passed down to you. I would say like the ancestral piece kind of goes in between lived experience and also lineage. And all of this is what goes into your offering. Too many people focus only on modality as their credibility. But things can get a little concerning if you're only focusing on one of these, right? So if you're only focusing on your modality, your work is not going to land with the people who need it because you communicate your modality in a way that only you can. And that is what allows the resonance between you and the community who's waiting to hear from you. We also have people who only use their lived experience and don't have any real connection to lineage or modality, right? And that can get unethical because we need to, in modality trainings like certifications and schooling, we learn how to effectively and safely provide space for people. Same thing with lineage, right? Like we have teachers and mentors who guide us and counsel us and help point out our blind spots, right? So if you're only living on lived experience, and even just lived experience and like intuitive wisdom, it can get a little dicey. You need to also have your modality. And a lot of people forget about the lineage piece because they think, okay, well, I'm channeling my soul's wisdom. I'm utilizing my lived experience and my modality, but are you like in active connection to mentorship, to your ancestry, to your lineage, like the lineage of your teachings? Like, are you certain that what you're offering is yours to offer, right? Those types of questions are really helpful. So anyway, this is the little map I wanted to create for you to give you just a perspective of perhaps where you may want to focus your attentions as a sacred leader and how you might want to consider your work on a deeper level in the way that you communicate it and show up for it in the world. I do a whole expanded lesson on this particular topic of all of the things that go into your medicine and your offerings in the Hearth. So the Hearth is my temple for sacred leadership, and it includes everything that you would want in a business course, a business mentorship, except it's structured like a temple. So we have daily devotional practices, moon cycle ceremonies. We have the philosophy and the strategy through the like business course style delivery. We have ceremonial initiation through archetypal embodiment, and we have community where you're witnessed, held, and received. And you can receive feedback from me in the community as well. And there is a whole expansive lesson on all of these elements that go into your offering for the purpose of helping you create an offering that is fully aligned with your lived experience medicine, with your lineage, with your strengths in your modality, and with your soul's wisdom. There's an accompanying workbook that is really powerful and ceremonial practice. So if that is calling to you, the Hearth is open for enrollment now, actually with a presale. And this will give you a bit of a discount, and the presale is only live for the next few days. So I'd love to invite you to check that out. You can go to hearthtemple.com, and I will link that in my bio. You can comment Hearth below this video, or if you're listening or watching this elsewhere, like on YouTube, Substack, I post this on my podcast as well. I always link that in the show notes too. So anyway, I am sending you blessings and love as we continue on our days today. I hope that this was inspiring and clarifying for you, that it planted some seeds for different ways to think about your work in the world. I am so grateful for your presence here. I hope to see you tomorrow. If you want to join me live for Prosperity Pep Talks, go to the link or go to my page on Instagram and hit the little bell, and you can turn on notifications for when I go live so that you can join me live. I always love to hear your comments and be in active conversation with you. If you see this replay anywhere where I've posted it, I would also love to hear from you there as well. All right, my love, blessings to you, and I'll see you tomorrow.